to my channel. If you're new here, I post videos about lifestyle, motherhood, fashion, and reading. So today we're going to talk about Poshmark. I know that seems kind of like a random thing, but lately I have been on one, trying to find things on Poshmark. I recently found a girl on TikTok. Her name is Kelsey Shea. I'll leave the handle somewhere here on the screen so you can look her up. She had a couple of videos posted about some Poshmark finds and also some Poshmark items that she had listed on her closet. And the past couple of months, I've purchased a couple of things from Poshmark. Not a ton. I would open up the app and just see if they had something to what I was looking for. And sometimes it's really hard to search on Poshmark and like filter out kind of like the bad stuff from the good stuff. And so I came across her video and she explained like how she goes about searching for items, and then also she listed a couple of things that she currently likes, and I really liked her style. I really appreciated how she explained descriptive words in order to find the things that you are looking for. So I thought I would kind of play off of that TikTok video and add on some tips of my own and some descriptors that maybe like you can use if you're trying to find things on Poshmark. I think I started my Poshmark in like 2018 or something like that. And I feel like it was like at the height of Poshmark when everyone was selling on the app and you can find really good things. I feel like for a while I was selling a lot of the stuff that I listed, and then I fell off it for a while and didn't even have the app like downloaded on my phone. But then recently I've been finding a lot of really good items, and so I kind of wanted to go through some of like my recent purchases, some of my past purchases that were really, really good, and then also some tips on how to find the things that you are looking for. I'll also go ahead and show you guys some of the items that I like that are currently like in my likes. And then also I'll show you some of the things that I've listed on my closet, and I'll leave my Poshmark closet handle here. So if you want to find me and if you like any of the things that I show later on in the video, you'll be able to, shop around, make me an offer. Hopefully we can help each other find some really great secondhand items. So yeah, let's get into it. So one of my recent purchases that I found on Poshmark is actually a scarf, and it is this gray Pendleton scarf. It's actually a very thin scarf, but it is 100% wool, so it is still relatively warm, but I feel like that's what I like about it being a little bit more lightweight, is that I don't feel like I'm gonna get too sweaty in it. This was a pretty easy search. Obviously, I was just searching for wool scarves, 100% wool scarves. I'm prepping for my winter wardrobe currently, and a wool scarf is just like something that I currently don't have, and I think I only have like one scarf in my closet. So I was really trying to find scarves, and I think I was like late to the game in shopping for scarves in store. So Poshmark was a good solution for me, and I believe I got this for, let me see. So I got this scarf for $25. I believe she listed it for $30, and then I offered it at a lower price, so I got it a little cheaper than what it was listed for. And yeah, like I said, I just searched for a wool scarf and a lot of options came up, and then I saw that there was another Pendleton scarf that was listed, and I was like, oh yeah, Pendleton normally does a lot of like 100% wool items. So I think I narrowed down my search to be just like Pendleton scarves, and this is one of the ones that came up. So this was a really good purchase, and I think for $25 is like such a good deal, is such a good price. And obviously it's just a gray scarf, so I feel like I can wear it with a lot of different options. Look for Pendleton wool scarves if this is something that you are trying to find as well. So the next thing that I was searching for were a pair of pants, specifically Maeve pants that they sell at Anthropologie. I've purchased a couple of Maeve pants from Anthropologie before. One of the ones that I got is like a yellow plaid that I got on sale. It was like $10, I think. And then another pair I bought directly online. They usually sell this particular style every season, and they just come out with like different colors. The particular style is the Margot Kick Boot. And so because I already had a pair of pants that I currently owned, it was a lot easier for me to search down through the brand name and also like the name of the actual fit. So these are the pants that I got. And this is actually a size medium. The one that I currently own is a size small. It is a different kind of fabric as well. This one is like a brushed knit, and then the one that I currently own is more like a ponte, so it's more like a scuba fabric. But what I like about this pair of pants is that it has the elastic waistband, and then this fabric in general is nice because it's like has a lot of give. I purposefully searched for a size medium because I'm currently fluctuating in my weight with my pregnancy. That was like one of the main reasons why I was trying to find pants, is because I am needing something to wear during the winter time, with having like a bigger belly. So this was a really, really good option, and I feel like I saw a bunch of different options in terms of like the Maeve Margot kick boots. There was also like a plain black one that I saw that was listed, and then like a red and orange, or like a pink and orange one. But I just felt like this would go better with my wardrobe, and it kind of goes more with like my color palette that I currently have. It is kind of more of like a fall pant, but I still think that it'll go year round. And I saw a picture on Pinterest. I'll put the image here so you can kind of see for reference. But the girl was pregnant and she was wearing a pair of pants similar to this, and then just like a big oversized graphic tee. And that's kind of how I intend to style it as well. But I do really like how I can just like pair this with a simple like white button down. I have a couple of other white button downs that have like a little bit more character to them, like that have like more texture, or like more like fun details that I can pair with it. So there's a lot of different options in terms of like what I want to pair this with. If you're looking for some stretchy waistband pants that are really comfortable, and I feel like they're also, the actual fit and like the style of them is very forgiving in terms of size. So I feel like I definitely could have gotten a small, but I'm glad that I got the medium because I feel like it'll be able to stretch with me a little bit longer. So I would search Maeve Margot kick boot. So this next one isn't actually like a fashion piece. This is actually a wild bird sling. Can't remember what came about for me to search for this. I think I was searching for these actually on Facebook Marketplace, and I didn't like any of the options in terms of like the colors that I saw. I just searched for it on Poshmark, and I actually found this one that I really liked. At the time they had also there was also another listing for like a white cream colored one, but I really like the color green, and it'll be perfect when the baby comes. I still need to remember how to wrap myself with this, but these normally retail for like, I think like 85 bucks or something like that. And I got this for $30. If ever you're looking for these really like premium baby brands, Poshmark is definitely the place to look for them. And it's also, I think, the place to sell them as well. If you have these like premium baby brand, toddler brand items, I feel like it's a great place to be able to like get your money back on them if you feel like you're not going to use them anymore. I feel like definitely like once I have this baby and I'm done with this, I'll probably try to reposh this as well, just because, I mean, the quality is very good and it still has a ton of wear in it, so might as well to go to somebody else in need, and like, you know, then you won't have to pay the full price. So follow me on Poshmark if you're currently pregnant or thinking of getting pregnant within the next year, and maybe I'll have this up by the time that you have your baby and you're needing a wild bird sling. Okay, so the next item that I'm going to talk about is one that I recently purchased that has yet to arrive. I believe it's coming in the mail tomorrow. It's one that I'm really excited about, and I was searching for a really long time for this particular kind of item. It is a red vintage Verk sweater embroidered vest. I'm not familiar with Verk sweaters, if I'm even like saying that correctly, but it is 100% wool. I'm prepping for winter, so I'm trying to find things that I can use as great layering pieces, but I just think it's like a really fun, quirky item to have, and I'm currently thinking of pairing it with like an oversized collar blouse that I have, and then just like a mini skirt. I feel like that would be a cute outfit to have along with like some tall boots and then like a coat over it. And then I was thinking, I know it is wool, but in the springtime, I know it can still be like kind of cold. So I was just thinking of wearing it just alone, the vest, and then with some like low-rise jeans, my belly could pop out a little bit and it'd be fine. But those are just a couple of options in terms of like vest outfits that I like. Okay, so it's the next day and I just received my Poshmark order in the mail. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up and I'm gonna show you what it looks like in person. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so this is how it looks. It has really cute heart buttons. I didn't realize that they were on there. I'm gonna go ahead and change into the outfit so you can see the full look. So this is the shirt that I had in mind to wear with this vest. I do have a couple of other blouses that I think will work with this vest as well. The vest is definitely a lot wider than I thought it was gonna be, but actually I'm okay with it because I feel like it gives a lot of room in order to have like a blouse actually underneath it. I'm just wearing a little knitted mini skirt that's from Free People. This particular blouse is vintage. I got it from Cameo Appearance at the Golden Years Vintage Market a couple years ago. It does have a button that goes all the way to the top, but I just kind of felt it looked better if I styled it tucked in, just to show like a little bit more of like the neckline, especially since like it's very top heavy. So I just needed something to kind of balance out how much is being like covered up. There's a voluminous sleeve, there's a big collar. You know, this is kind of like giving me a straight shape, but I think with the mini skirt, it is balanced out enough so that it doesn't look, it still looks proportionate. So I don't have any shoes on right now, but I would definitely wear these with like my ballet flats. I feel like even just like my checkered Vans would look really cute with this, I think. But yeah, this is kind of how I pictured it originally, but let me show you a different option too. Okay, outfit option number 2. This is more intended for when it is like springtime, a little bit warmer than what it is right now, although today is looking very spring. So I don't have anything under the vest right now. And then I'm just wearing some baggy slouchy jeans. And actually I like unbuttoned, it's a button fly, so I unbuttoned it a little bit at the waistband, a la Andy Anderson coming back home from a long weekend with Benjamin Barry. Hit me in the comments if you know the reference, but I really like the look of like a waistcoat. I know that the waistcoat trend was like seasons ago, but I still really like the look of it. And I figure in the spring my belly will be a little bit bigger, so it'll stick out a little bit more. And if I just leave a couple buttons unbuttoned, it'll be like a really cute, like casual look. And again, I'm not wearing any shoes right now, but probably would just wear it with some sneakers, ballet flats, even just like some simple flip-flops would be fine, honestly. But it is wool, so it is kind of warm. It will be warm for the spring, but I still think like if I styled it like this, where I'm not wearing anything underneath and I have it unbuttoned a little bit, it'll give me enough airflow so that I won't like be a sweating pig. And then of course, I really think another simple outfit would just be to pair it with like a dress underneath. I think that's like a cute look, and I wouldn't even have to like button it up, just like kind of as like a layering piece would work really well. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I'm glad that I purchased it. And actually I do have one more item coming from Poshmark, I believe. I purchased this yesterday on a whim after seeing it. I feel like I'm kind of shopping ahead for spring right now. Actually, lies. I have 2 things still coming from Poshmark. So I did end up buying the denim jacket with the really cool striped detailing, the striped like contrast fabric and the embroidery. I did purchase it and I offered them $17 and they took it, which is great because basically it meant that I didn't have to pay for shipping. And then I also grabbed this men's Banana Republic shirt. It's a cotton linen blend, and it is a green and white pinstripe. So I've had a couple of pins saved on my Pinterest that kind of look similar to this top, and since it's a men's shirt, it's going to be nice and oversized, and then also since it's a cotton linen blend, it's going to have a really nice drape. It's not like a work shirt, so that's kind of like a good tip, is if you're looking for like an oversized button down, try and find one that's like a cotton linen blend, because a lot of the times you'll see a lot of men's shirts in the thrift store that are like performance slash workwear. So it's more of like a Pima cotton, and it's not necessarily something, it looks a little too dressy, I feel. So a cotton linen blend is gonna feel a little bit more casual, especially for spring and summer. So another tip for you. But yeah, okay, back to the rest of the video. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over some of my past purchases, like way in the past. Some of them are even like purchases from like years ago, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. My most recent one though, all of these are actually shoes too. I feel like shoes are a really like easy thing to search for on Poshmark, especially since like you can narrow down your size and like narrow down the brand. But these are some white high top Vans that I got off of Poshmark. I think I only paid like 40 bucks for them, something like that, and came with the original box. It wasn't even like worn at all. They're kind of a little bit dirty now because I've worn them a couple of times, but I mean, nothing that like a wash can't take out. Recent to that one is also this pair of vintage cowboy boots. These are from the brand Shoe Wind, which I'm not familiar with, but it is an all leather boot, and it does say that it's made in Brazil in the inside. They're kind of slippery. That's the only thing that I would say about them, is that like I kind of need to get these resoled, get the outsoles redone, because they need some grip. And then also the last time that I wore them out, when I was like taking them off, they ripped. It ripped right here at the seam. I'm not even sure if a cobbler can fix this, but I am going to try. The next time I go see a cobbler, I'm going to try and see if there's a possibility of them like stitching this back up. I don't even care if it's like kind of patchwork looking. I think that would like actually make it look a lot cooler. But yeah, the leather is quite dry, so I can understand how it ripped. Obviously, when you're searching for leather boots on Poshmark, you don't really know like how well they take care of it and how worn in it is. You can see there is a lot of distressing and a lot of crackling like within the leather. I still really like the look of all the distressing that's happening on here, but I just kind of, I wish that it didn't rip, because I would wear these way more. Okay, so this is my last purchase that I'm gonna show. I've purchased other things from Poshmark too, but these are the ones that I feel are like the most used and the most exciting. I think this was probably one of my first original purchases on Poshmark. Yeah, this is literally the very first item that I purchased. I ordered these on March 1st of 2016. So that's how long ago it was. So these are Manolo Blahniks that came with the original dust bag. I can't even remember what I searched for when I looked for these. I think I was literally just looking for Manolo Blahniks in my size, and I just happened to come across these just gorgeous, beautiful babies. I love them so much. I've worn them so much throughout the years. I do need to clean them because the insides are disgusting. And I definitely need to get the bottoms resoled because these are also very slippery, but I absolutely love the embroidery on here. It's so pretty, and I've worn them for a lot of different occasions. I've worn them at weddings. I've worn them casually, like to the office as well, with just like a pair of jeans. They're a lot more versatile than you would think. I feel like a lot of the times embroidery can kind of come off a little bit as like trendy, but I think because it's like a black pair of shoes and it's like kitten heels, I feel like it actually goes with a lot more than you would think. And yeah, because they're it's such a smaller heel, I feel like it could be a little bit more casual, honestly. But yeah, if you're looking for similar, I would look for a kitten heel. This particular style where you just slip it on is a mule. And then, yeah, look for kitten heels, for mules. Look for Manolo Blahniks, because honestly, I've seen so many people list Manolo Blahniks on Poshmark, and I got these for $75, which is, I mean, unheard of. I feel like even on the Real, I've seen some Manolos for going for like around the similar price, but they're nothing that's like as unique as this. I feel like it's really hard to find really like unique style shoes that are designer brand. But yeah, these are like one of like my most beloved pairs of shoes, like a wonderful, pleasant secondhand find that I've gotten a lot of wear out of, and it was worth absolutely all the money that I spent on it. And it wasn't even like honestly that much, considering that it's a Manolo Blahnik. So now I'm gonna discuss and wrap up kind of like how to find the things that you are looking for. For me, I feel like it is helpful that I have a background in fashion, so I am more familiar with particular styles in terms of like the difference between like a mule and like a slingback. Like I know those kind of keywords to look for. Like if you're looking for a low heel, look for a kitten heel, those kinds of things. I feel like right now a lot of people are more familiar now and more aware of choosing fibers that are more sustainable and have better quality. So finding things that are 100% wool for like winter items. So a 100% wool scarf, a 100% wool coat, or even like wool skirts. I feel those are the kind of things that like I would put in my descriptors if you know the fiber that you're looking for. So like in the summer or spring, if you're looking for linen pants or linen dresses or linen shirts, like always put the fiber, because I feel like a lot of people really credit when they can the actual content description. So those are really helpful in terms of like finding things seasonally. So in the winter and fall, you're looking for wool, you're looking for silk, things that are gonna keep you warm. And then in the spring and summer, it'll be cotton things, linen things, maybe even like bamboo. Those are the kind of stuff that like I would find, that I would like search for. Another thing is if you're looking for specific details, like I am somebody who really appreciates embroidery. As you can tell in my shirt, I have embroidery. The shoes that I just showed, those have embroidery on them. The vest that I purchased, that has embroidery on it. Details like that things that you know that you constantly have in your wardrobe. If you're someone who really likes wearing stripes, if you like wearing florals a lot, those are those descriptive factors that I would put in. Another really helpful thing I think is knowing the brands that you like as well. If I'm just looking online at like a regular like boutique and I see a brand that's like maybe like a smaller contemporary brand that I really like a lot of their things, I'll just search anything in that brand. So like Find Me Now the label, I feel like they have really good stuff. Callahan has really great knits. I really like Matisse for shoes. And then I always look for vintage things too. I'm such a vintage person. And obviously when you're searching for vintage, that's kind of one of the things where you're gonna be more descriptive in terms of like the actual style that you're looking for. So currently, some of the things that I've been looking for are like vintage overalls or like dress-alls. I'm really trying desperately to find an overall dress that is similar to the one that Brittany Murphy wears in Uptown Girls. I watched the movie like a couple months ago, and I was just reminded of how much I love the wardrobe in that whole entire movie. And that particular overall dress is just absolute perfection. I love all of like the customization that's done on it. Obviously, I think it'll be a lot harder to find something with that much customization on it, but just trying to find a denim overall, a denim dress-all is something that I'm like currently on the hunt for. Another thing that I would say too is don't limit yourself just to the women's section. I feel like I found a lot of sweaters in the men's section as well, and you just have to set it up so that you like can find like the men's shirts that you want, like the size in terms of men's shirt and the men's sweaters that you want. I'm gonna show you a couple of things that I have recently hearted. I found a couple of pants that I really liked, especially this red gingham pant. And this is where I feel like sometimes like the description can be a little bit tricky, because they put this as "find me now checkered pants." And this is, to me, I wouldn't have searched checkered. This is gingham to me because it's gingham. But because I was just searching "find me now," that came up for me. But if I was looking for gingham pants, this wouldn't have come up at all. So you really gotta try out all the different options in terms of like expanding your search. So look for brands, look for color, and also I would say a lot of people are probably gonna mix up checkered and plaid and gingham. Like all of those are kind of within the same realm. So if you're looking for something like that, try all three of those options, because people are gonna mix those up no matter what. I feel like it's a pretty good price, what they have it listed at. They have it listed at $70. They're 100% cotton, and it does look like it has an elastic waistband just at the back. However, the front is a button fly, and that's, I think, the only thing that's holding me back, is because I'm not exactly sure if this is gonna fit me. And they did not list the measurements, even though someone asked for the measurements on October 26th and also literally a day ago. I feel like this person is probably not going to get back to them in terms of the waist, but if you're selling on Poshmark, I highly suggest for you to put your measurements in there, because it's so much more helpful. People can't try stuff on, so you need to be as descriptive as possible. And if you really want to get rid of your stuff, you need to be very descriptive and helpful in terms of letting them know if it's gonna fit them or not. I'm currently looking for gingham pants. I'm gonna post some photos here of things that I've recently pinned on Pinterest that have been inspiring to me in order to try and find pants that can recreate the outfit. Another item that I've been looking at are big collared shirts slash Sister Jane blouses. So a lot of Sister Jane blouses have like these big frilly collars. When I was searching for big collared shirts, not a lot of options came up, but some options came up under Sister Jane, and so I just searched directly under that brand, and I found a lot of really good options. I am currently sitting on this particular Sister Jane top that is like a nice pretty sage color. It's new with tags, and I'm really loving the collar detail on here. I think it's so pretty. The only thing that's holding me back is the price a little bit, because it's kind of high, but considering that you can see the tag, I feel like, I don't know if she paid for it on sale, or, you know, if it was like a sample sale or something that she got it on, but she's listed it at $58, and I'm just like not entirely sure if I want to pay that much for a top. I feel like if it was more of like a $40 top, then maybe I would do it, and I might even put in the offer of $40 and see if she'll take it, but I always feel bad like lowballing people. This is another really pretty Sister Jane top, and see, they listed this one at $40, which makes sense because it's like a sheer top, but I really like the texture that's happening here. And this one is not new with tags, so I can understand, again, how they've priced it. This one's not Sister Jane. It's a different kind of brand, but they also have the tag on there. I'm not familiar with the brand, but I just really like the style, and I like how big the collar is. This is a fun one too. This one's by Universal Thread, so this is just like a Target brand, but the collar is beautiful. Another thing that I have been looking up has been some cardigans. I found this like simple red cardigan, and then I really like this one. I love the print on it. I think it's so cute, and there's actually two people who have it listed. There's one in a small and one in a medium, and they're both around the same price. One is listed at $50 and one's listed at $49, and I kind of want to put in an offer on the size small and see if maybe they'll go down to like $40. I don't mind paying $40 for a cardigan, especially, I'm not sure. It is a wool blend. It's a wool nylon, so of course there's nylon in it, but that's what helps it like stretch a little bit more. I also really am into this tie-up vest, which is also Eddie Bauer, and I really would have never thought to look for Eddie Bauer. So these are some of like the really quirky embroidered sweater vests that I have been looking at. This one's super cute. although I'm not somebody who wears a lot of navy blue, so I feel like that's why I was kind of trying to stay clear from it, but I still really like these options in terms of like sweater vests, embroidered vests. This one's really cute too. So pretty. And I think that would be a really good option to just wear with like denim shorts, denim pants, like in the spring. Looks really cute. I've also really been on the hunt for, again, more embroidery, but an embroidered denim shirt or a denim jacket. There's a couple that I really like here. This one's a vintage one, and it's a chore style jacket, so it's more of like that really nice like Jane Birkin kind of fit. This one's super cute. This one's not even priced that bad, and I almost feel like I want to go for it, but we'll see how long it sits in my likes before I make the plunge and make an offer. That's only $35. Oh, this is another really cool one. I mean, so cool. And obviously stuff that you're not gonna find anywhere. That one's priced way too much. It's $79. It is 100% wool, but it's a vintage vest, and like I just feel like I would never pay that much for that particular one. If they priced it maybe like between 40 and 50, I would definitely get it. Those are all of the current things that I have been liking on Poshmark. Like I said, I've just been on the app almost, I'll search on it almost every single day, depending on if I find something on Pinterest that I like and I kind of want to see if there's anything available. Another tip in terms of like finding stuff, if you find a pin on Pinterest, they'll have a section that says shop the look. A lot of the times they'll put a link to like a Poshmark item. So that's like another area that you can look for in terms of finding similar items. I would also say anytime like you're just shopping online, if you see something that you like, I feel like use your Google image search, because then Google image will already put in the algorithm to find you something similar. And a lot of the times they'll have links to Poshmark listings. So use your Google image search, use Pinterest, because honestly, they do a pretty good job in terms of like finding similar items as well. I am gonna show you a couple of things that I have currently listed in my closet, and actually some stuff that I'm going to list as well, like soon. I'm gonna post them. I know that it's winter time, but it's never too early to grab your spring stuff. This is a vintage dress that I got at a vintage market. So it has a really cute neck ruffle here. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't even call it a ruffle as much as it is more of like a flounce. It just has like a little bit of like a flare to it, but it's just a simple sheath dress. And then at the bottom has a really pretty lace trim and then a ruffled hem at the bottom. It is a side zip and it has a hook as well. This is what is labeled as a 34. Unfortunately, it is too small for me. I was really bummed about it because I should have tried it on when I was at the vintage market, but I didn't see an open dressing room, so I just went ahead and got it. And now I'm sad because I can't wear it. It's a beautiful item. I don't see any kind of signs of like wear or stains or anything like that. But yeah, this is currently listed in my Poshmark if you're looking for like a pretty spring summer dress, and it's very lightweight as well. I'm not entirely sure what the fabric is because it's not listed. It probably was here, but it's been completely like rubbed off. So this is also another vintage item that I bought at a market a long time ago, actually. It's been a while, but it's just a really pretty satin, like pajama style pant, stretchy pants. Honestly, I probably could still keep this and wear this, but it's just a little bit too small on me now at the hips. But when I purchased this, it fit fine. But now I'm a little bit bigger. It has a really cute piping detail at the bottom here. Of course, it does get wrinkly, but that's just like the nature of the fabric when you're wearing it, but I think it still looks really cool. Another item I have is this Urban Outfitters red cardigan. It's like a very fitted cropped cardigan, and the sleeves are really long. Oh, there's a little bit of a stain here, so I'm gonna try and get that out on the elbow. You can see that there. Just a little stain, but I could probably get it out. It says medium on the tag, but I listed it as a small because it's very, very tight. This is like a really compact knit rib. So it fits a lot smaller than like what a medium actually is. But if you're looking for a nice pop of red, you know, red is kind of having a moment right now. So another really cute option. I'm also going to be listing these items that I haven't put just yet. But this is a BB Dakota Steve Madden cardigan that I got at Anthropologie. This is a size extra small. And the only reason I'm getting rid of it is just because as much as I really like the color, I just don't think that the color is like my color, like my particular color. I've only worn it a couple of times, so I will be listing this soon, probably today. I also have these really cute, these are toddler boots. These are size 7. These are Cat and Jack boots. You can see the soles are like barely even, they're not even really that dirty. I got these last season and Ellie just grew out of them so fast, so just wanna pass them on to the next person, and I think they still have a lot of really great wear on them, so I'm gonna list these as well. I also have these Matisse boots, these Matisse ankle boots. They have a little bit of like an embossing going on in the front here. Can you see? There's like a slight floral embossing happening all throughout the boot, and then a laser cut pattern happening at the shaft. I'm a size 6, so that's what these ones are. There's some scuffing here at the inside, but other than that, they've still got a lot of wear in them. This is the Coconuts line from Matisse. But yeah, worn them a couple of times, and I still really like them. I just like think I'm ready to rotate them out and get something else. So I'll be listing these and probably some other stuff very soon. So like I said, if you want to follow me on Poshmark and shop My Closet, I'm going to leave the handle here for you to go and check it out. If you have a Poshmark, leave the closet handle down below so that I can follow you too. If you have any questions, any more questions in terms of like how to find something, or like if there's like a particular thing that you are looking for and need help with like descriptive words, let me know, because like I said, I'm well knowledgeable in the category of like narrowing down the search. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys find some really good Poshmark deals. Let me know your most recent Poshmark purchases if you've been on Poshmark recently. Again, go and check out kelsey.shay on TikTok, because she has a lot of great videos that highlight how to find things on Poshmark, and also some of the current things that she's liking on Poshmark, and I feel like she has a really great eye on in terms of like finding stuff. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.